Before we begin, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasures, rare coins, and stories that most people overlook, this is exactly the place for you. Today, you're about to see something that could completely change the way you look at old coins sitting quietly in drawers, boxes, or forgotten collections. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance. It's not made of gold. It doesn't sparkle like a diamond. It doesn't scream wealth. In fact, most people would pass it by without a second thought. But what if I told you that this simple coin carries a story, a mystery, and a potential value so shocking that it could make anyone stop in their tracks? Today, we're talking about the 5 Rand coin from the year 2000, issued in South Africa. Now, you might be thinking, I've seen coins like that before. And you're probably right. Millions of coins are minted every year. Most of them are only worth their face value. But every once in a while, something unusual happens during the minting process. A tiny mistake, a rare variation, a detail so small that only trained eyes or lucky collectors can spot it. And that's where things get interesting. This particular 5 Rand coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world, not because it is flashy, but because of what it represents. Coins are more than just currency. They are pieces of history. They carry the identity of a nation, the marks of a specific time, and sometimes hidden imperfections that turn them into treasures. Now picture this: a man in his late 50s, cleaning out an old drawer. He's not expecting anything special. Maybe he's just making space. He comes across a handful of old coins. Among them, a 5 Rand coin from 2000. He almost tosses it aside. But something makes him pause. Maybe it's the weight. Maybe it's the design. Maybe it's just curiosity. That pause changes everything, because coins like this are not always what they seem. There are collectors, serious collectors, who spend years searching for specific variations. Slight differences in engraving, misprints, off-center strikes, unique metal compositions. These are the details that turn an everyday coin into something extraordinary. The 5 Rand 2000 coin is known for its strong design and durability, but certain rare versions have sparked intense interest. Some may feature subtle minting differences. Others might have been part of limited production runs. And then there are those extremely rare cases where an error slipped through unnoticed, making the coin one of a kind. For men who appreciate value, history, and the thrill of discovery, this is where the real excitement begins. This isn't just about money. It's about finding something rare in a world where everything feels mass-produced. It's about holding a piece of history that very few people recognize. Think about it. How many times have coins passed through your hands without a second glance? How many opportunities have been missed simply because no one was looking closely enough? This is not about luck alone. It's about awareness. Collectors who understand coins know that value is not always visible at first sight. It takes patience. It takes knowledge. And sometimes, it takes a bit of instinct. That feeling that tells you, wait, this might be something special. The 5 Rand coin from 2000 has become a symbol of that idea. It reminds us that even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary worth. And in a world where people are constantly chasing the next big thing, sometimes the real treasure is already in your possession. Now let's talk about why this coin has gained so much attention among experienced collectors, especially those who have spent decades building their collections. Men in their 50s and 60s often understand something that younger generations are still learning. Real value isn't always obvious. It reveals itself over time. They've seen markets rise and fall. They've seen trends come and go. But rare collectibles, especially coins, have a way of holding their ground. They tell stories. They connect generations. And when the right piece surfaces, it creates a moment that feels almost unreal. That's exactly what has happened with certain versions of this 5 Rand coin. Collectors have quietly searched for it. Conversations have taken place behind closed doors. Deals have been discussed in private circles. Because when something rare appears, those who understand its significance don't make noise. They make moves. And here's the part that makes this story even more powerful. Most people still don't know. That means coins like this could still be out there, sitting in old collections, hidden in boxes, passed down through families without anyone realizing their true importance. Waiting for someone with the right eye to recognize what others have missed at SO. The next time you come across an old coin, don't rush. Take a closer look. Pay attention to the details, the edges, the engraving, the year, because that one moment of attention could be the difference between overlooking something ordinary and discovering something truly life-changing. Now imagine going back to that man we mentioned earlier, the one cleaning out his drawer. Instead of tossing the coin aside, he decides to learn more. He compares it. He studies it. He reaches out to collectors. And slowly, he begins to realize that what he has in his hand is not just a coin, that it's an opportunity. This is the kind of story that reminds us why collecting matters. It's not just a hobby. It's a journey, a way of seeing the world differently, a way of finding value where others see none. And for those who have spent years appreciating craftsmanship, history, and the quiet satisfaction of discovery, this kind of moment is unmatched. So if you're watching this, take it seriously. Not every coin will be valuable. Not every find will be rare. But every now and then, something extraordinary appears in the most unexpected place. And when it does, you want to be ready. Because the truth is, the 5 Rand 2000 coin we've been talking about isn't just another piece of currency. In the right condition, with the right characteristics, and in the right collector's market, its value has been talked about in ways that sound almost unbelievable. And that brings us to the moment you've been waiting for. There are claims, serious claims, that a rare version of this coin has reached a staggering value of $28 million.